Peptides. You've definitely heard that word buzzing around, right? It's connected to everything from super fast healing to weight loss and, the fountain of youth. But what are they, really? It can feel like this super complicated new frontier. Well, today, we're going to cut through all that noise. Let's dive in and demystify the body's secret signals.
I just love this analogy because it nails it perfectly. It gets right to the heart of what's going on. Peptides aren't some foreign invader. They are instructions. They're your body's own internal messaging system, telling your cells exactly what to do and when to do it. Think of them like super specific biological text messages.
And here's the simple science behind it. A peptide is just a short string of amino acids, the building blocks of proteins. But here's the twist. Unlike a big protein that might go and build muscle, these little chains are all about being powerful messengers. They're the foreman on the construction site of your body. And what's so crucial to get is that they don't do the work themselves, they just direct it.
To really wrap our heads around this, let's organize these peptides like we're walking through a library. Our first stop, the wing dedicated to the repair crew. These are the peptides being studied for their incredible ability to heal and help us recover.
First up is an absolute rock star in this category, BPC-177. The name literally means body protection compound. And get this, it's a peptide that's naturally found in our own stomach acid. Its whole job in the body is to protect and to heal, especially in the gut.
Now, what's really wild here is just the sheer range of what BPC-157 seems to do, at least in preclinical models. Research shows it can speed up healing in all kinds of tissues. We're talking tendons, ligaments, you name it. It also helps dial down inflammation, and it's an absolute powerhouse for gut health, from healing ulcers to fixing a leaky gut.
And okay, while most of the research has been on animals, there is this one small human study that's really interesting. They took a group of people with chronic knee pain, and 7 out of 12 of them said they felt significant relief for over 6 months after just a single injection. Now, it's a tiny sample size for sure, but wow, what a fascinating peek at its potential.
Often working right alongside BPC-157 is another one called TB500. So if BPC-157 is great for targeted, local repair, think of TB500 as the systemic healer. It works throughout your entire body, basically sending out a GPS signal that tells repair cells exactly where the injury is so they can get there and start working.
Okay, so building on that idea of repair, let's switch gears from healing the body to upgrading the brain. This next section of our library is all about nootropic peptides. These are the signals designed to boost how we think and how we feel. And here we have what you could call the power trio. First, there's Dihexa, nicknamed the brain builder. In animal models, it's shown this remarkable ability to help the brain literally grow new connections. Then you've got Semax, the focus rocket. It works by boosting something called BDNF, which is basically like fertilizer for your brain cells. And finally, there's Selank, the chill master, which is known for its really powerful anti-anxiety effects that don't make you sleepy.
All right, now for the category that has completely exploded into the mainstream, the metabolic masters. These are the peptides that are, frankly, revolutionizing how we think about weight management and energy.
You've heard of Ozempic and Mounjaro, right? Well, they're peptides, and this shows their evolution perfectly. Semaglutide started it all by targeting one hormone receptor, GLP-1, and that led to major weight loss. Then Tirzepatide came along, a dual agonist, hitting 2 receptors for even better results. And now, in clinical trials, we have Retatrutide, a triple agonist that's showing up to 24% body weight loss. It's just incredible.
But it's not all about just suppressing appetite. Meet MOTS-c. Its nickname is the workout in a bottle, because it actually mimics some of the metabolic effects of exercise. It tells your cells to become more sensitive to insulin and to burn sugar and fat more efficiently, basically giving your energy a boost at the most fundamental level, inside your mitochondria. And that leads us perfectly into our final wing of the library, the longevity toolkit. These are the peptides being researched for their potential to slow down, and maybe even reverse, some aspects of aging right at the cellular level.
The headliner here is Epitalon. Now, the core mechanism is what's so fascinating. It works by activating an enzyme called telomerase. So think of telomeres as those little plastic caps on the end of your shoelaces. They protect your DNA. As we get older, they get shorter and shorter. Well, Epitalon helps rebuild them, and in animal studies, that has actually been shown to extend lifespan. And you just can't talk longevity without mentioning GHK-Cu. The Cu is for copper, and this copper peptide is famous for skin benefits, like ramping up collagen. But its power goes way deeper. It's been shown to influence the expression of over 4,000 human genes, essentially helping to reset them to a more youthful state.
So we've seen peptides that can repair us, make us smarter, and even help us live longer. I mean, it sounds almost too good to be true, which brings us to our last and most crucial section, the frontier and the fine print.
So, are they a silver bullet for everything that ails us? The short answer is no, not at all. A peptide's effectiveness and its safety depend on a whole lot more than just the molecule itself. It's all about context.
And this leads us to a really critical concept called your biological terrain. The source material explains this so well. A bad reaction to a peptide often isn't about the peptide being bad. It's about what that peptide reveals about your individual health, your unique terrain. For instance, someone with low iron might react poorly to GHK-Cu, not because of the peptide, but because their body's terrain just wasn't ready for it.
And that brings us to the fine print. And this is so important. The vast majority of these compounds are sold for research purposes only. They are not approved by the FDA for people to use. Many are banned by major sports leagues. And because the market is pretty much unregulated, there are very real risks with product purity and safety. This is a frontier you have to navigate with extreme caution and professional guidance.
So that leaves us with the big question. Are we looking at the dawn of a new era of truly personalized medicine where we can use these precise little signals to optimize our own biology? Or are we just in a risky, unregulated Wild West? The truth, as it usually is probably somewhere right in the middle. And understanding that duality is absolutely key to understanding the world of peptides today.